I'm Dana Denha, and you're watching FYI. Downtown Ann Arbor is a destination. There are so many great dining and shopping experiences to be had, and one local event is turning those experiences into a night to remember. The Main Street Area Association wants the Gal Pals to unite for the 6th annual Ladies' Night.
Lots of different establishments are celebrating women and giving them discounts and cool free items.
So far, I've really just enjoyed seeing all of the people out. It's a beautiful night and a great excuse to get out, and it's nice to see the downtown so vibrant.
The event boasts food, drink, and shopping discounts, live music, and some free giveaways.
So far, my favorite part has been Shinola. They have a ladies' night with live music and rosé wine. And then I just went into Cherry Republic and got some snacks. But it looks like lots of places have signs out welcoming everyone to come in and to check out their stuff and to celebrate this great night.
I get such a great sense of community being downtown Ann Arbor, and events like this bring people out.
People should support businesses downtown because they are supporting our locals, our neighbors, our families. Wonderful things happening in Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor is a fantastic city, and help keep it growing by supporting local establishments. This is a great night, and everyone should come down and check it out.
Stay tuned, and we'll be back shortly with more news and information. Local creators put their best brushes, torches, and charcoal pencils to work as they shared their designs during a biannual event hosted by and for the artist. For years, the Westside Art Hop has been welcoming art of all kinds to this historic neighborhood.
There's 50 different artists all over the West Side today showing their work.
We want all levels of artists to be able to experience the opportunity to display their work. Because when you're an artist, part of what you enjoy is you enjoy creating. Like, I love creating the work I have here, but I also love sharing it.
Individuality was at the forefront as artisans shared their creations.
All my work is figurative. I used to be an occupational therapist, and I just really like people, and I love faces. And so that's my main inspiration. Plus, there's something about working with clay and my hands in the clay that is therapeutic for me.
I've always loved glass. I started doing stained glass 30-some years ago, and glass just called to me.
It's really just things that we sometimes ignore, and then you realize there's so much beauty all around us, and we just take time to look. And so that's my goal, is to remind people to look.
There are so many plant species available out there, but it benefits the ecosystem when you think about greenery native to our area. Learn more about native planting from the Natural Area Preservation in this month's City Roundup in 60.
Hi, my name is Michael Hahn. I'm a stewardship specialist with the City of Ann Arbor's Natural Area Preservation. Today we're going to talk about using native plants for gardening. Native plants are not only beautiful, but they're also beneficial to wildlife, such as pollinators like bees and butterflies. So when you're thinking about gardening, you want to think about color throughout the whole season. And so thinking about using penstemon in early June, or common milkweed, which would be beneficial to monarchs, or you could use black-eyed Susans later in the summer, or you could switch over and use goldenrods for late August, and even use asters for late fall. Like I mentioned before, native plants, not only are they beautiful, but they're also beneficial to wildlife.
We're continuously watching technology change. It makes life easier. It brings information to your fingertips at any given moment. But some technology is aimed towards the greater good, making the world a greener place for generations to come. For 18 years and counting, the Mayor's Green Fair has been celebrating these technologies, showcasing the many ways we can make a positive impact on the planet. Joining me is Mayor Christopher Taylor, here to fill us in on this year's Green Fair. Welcome to the show.
Pleasure to be here.
So I think we should just find out why we continue. For 18 years, we've continued to celebrate the Green Fair in Ann Arbor, and I don't see it stopping anytime soon. I think we're just going to keep celebrating, but why do you feel like we need to?
Yeah, I mean, the Green Fair was started by Mayor Heathja back when, and I think it's just a great part of summer in Ann Arbor. You know, of course, it coincides with the beginning of Top in the Park as kind of the launch of the summer season, and I think it's lovely to have that sort of life cycle repeat itself. But with respect to the Green Fair as a subject matter, you know, I think it exemplifies, you know, our community values. People throughout Ann Arbor, you know, are very passionate about environmentalism and sustainability. The city government has the sustainability as one of its core principles, and there are all sorts of businesses and nonprofits too throughout the community that are focused on this area. And so it makes sense, I think, that we have a community event that celebrates environmentalism and you know, that also gets people to our downtown.
What kind of things have you seen that were maybe introduced at the Green Fair that you've seen now, you know, reinvigorated into the community?
Yeah, you know, we've got all sorts of things that are promoted at the Green Fair. I tend to, you know, walk the neighborhoods quite a lot, knocking doors and the like, and you know, one thing I've noticed is the more beehives. People have been promoting, you know, be safe and, you know, be friendly communities here in Ann Arbor at the Green Fair for a couple of years now, and I'm seeing more hives throughout the city, and that's gratifying. And I like talking to people who have started keeping hives, and they just love it. So that's certainly one of the things that I've seen.
Was there anything that maybe in your years attending the Green Fair that you've seen that you were surprised by, like some sort of technology that maybe you were like, I had no idea that was even happening?
Let's see. Well, you know, certainly we see all sorts of different things, and I guess in terms of things that surprised me, well, I'm going to stick with the bees because you know that did surprise me. I didn't think before you know, coming to the Green Fair that there would be that kind of that there would be in an urban environment, in a neighborhood environment, that beekeeping would be something that would be practical or attractive to people, and goodness, it really is.
Yeah, the surprising thing I think about that is when you think back maybe 15 or so years ago, I think maybe there was more fear of bees. Like people were scared of them, and now they're kind of like having them live side by side with them.
That's right, and you know, the Ann Arbor is, you know, very focused on pollinators. We're focused on making sure that, you know, our backyards you know, are maintained as natural environments. And we know that there is a you know, a bee crisis in the state and the country, and I think people, you know, want to do their part and see beekeeping as one of those points of entry.
So, as your job as a mayor or a resident of Ann Arbor, what do you think is maybe one of the things that you would introduce to the city or your home green living?
Yeah, so I guess a couple of things. One, and I touched upon this super briefly, backyards being you know, natural habitats. The National Wildlife Federation has recently, you know, recognized the city of Ann Arbor and Washtenaw County as places that have you know, meaningful buy-in to creating natural habitats. So we have, you know, over 300 residences in the community where the backyards are, you know, pesticide-free, are suitable and proper and well-maintained for, you know, for natural creatures, and that, I think, plays a real role in making sure that Ann Arbor is a sustainable, welcoming, diverse, you know, biologically diverse place. That's certainly something that, you know, we can do at our home. We haven't gone through the certification, but we don't use pesticides, so we should be in well stead. Also, too, you know, rain gardens and rain barrels. Like, these are things that really, you know, most any home can take advantage of to, you know, improve you know, water retention, improve stormwater, and, you know, to do our part.
And something like that is really cost effective. It's not costing you a lot of money to have a rain garden in your backyard.
That's exactly right. You know, once you get the rain garden infrastructure up off the ground, it's and you weed it every once in a while. You know, you fill it with natural plants, you know, native plants, and it you know, it becomes its own little ecosystem. It's a beautiful thing. It improves stormwater, and certainly when you let the city know that you have a rain garden and that you have a rain barrel, you know, it has an impact on your stormwater fee. So, you know, that's a double good.
So before the show, we were actually talking about some of the ways that you are, or the city in general, is making the whole city, the municipality, greener. So what are some of the things that we can expect to see?
Sure. We've got a couple of exciting things going on. You know, with when we passed the county millage, we at the city council promised the voters we're getting a rebate from the county millage that comes because we have a police system. All the community mental health money raised in the city is going to go to community mental health. All the sheriff money is going to go to the sheriff, but we get a rebate because we already pay for police services. And we committed to use that rebate at City Council for a number of purposes. One, we're going to use 20% for pedestrian safety, 40% for affordable housing, and 40% for climate action. Climate action is something that we've not been able to sufficiently fund in the past, and Ann Arbor has a detailed and ambitious climate action plan. Now we're going to be able to have funding to move it forward.
Can you explain what the climate action plan, what it may entail? You don't have to go
Sure.
through all the details, but just kind of.
Well, let's see. We got this. It has, I think, 84 things that we as a municipal organization, things in the community that we can support. But broadly speaking, energy efficiency is the low-hanging fruit of climate action, reducing people's greenhouse gas footprint by making them more energy efficient. And so as we move forward with this climate action plan funding, we're expecting to improve energy efficiency programs throughout the community, particularly with respect to low-income areas. We're also going to do what we can to improve electric vehicle infrastructure throughout the city. These are some areas that we're going to look at. There's lots more. We are about 8 months, a year away from actually receiving these monies. We're going to spend the next couple of months figuring out with more precision what we're going to do with it. But the plan back, which is, like I said, detailed and ambitious, will serve as our lodestar.
So at the Green Fair, you could actually learn about some of this stuff too, because there's going to be
absolutely.
electric vehicles there, and
There
any
will.
highlights that you're looking forward to this year.
I don't want to give away too much, but we'll certainly there'll be some cool, some outstanding electric vehicles there. There'll be the nonprofits that have come in the past that you see around town. We're also, I think, in the city going to talk about the stuff that we do as a municipal organization. People in Ann Arbor, they really value environmentalism, and they want their city government to take that seriously, and we do. But we've not, I think, had an opportunity, a place to coherently and in a focused manner communicate that, and that's something that we're going to do at the Green Fair. One thing that I'm particularly excited about that we've had going on for a little while now, but people don't really know that it exists, is our stormwater modeling system. Stormwater is such an important part of the city services that we provide, and on making sure that we engage and respond to climate change, because increased precipitation is the result of climate change, and we're seeing a lot more precipitation than we used to. So we have an electronic model, a software model that can detail basically down to a street-by-street, block-by-block level where storms will create flooding.
Wow.
And what if a storm comes in from the west, holds here for a while, then moves south, then moves north, where can we expect the system to have problems? And we can plan going forward on how to meet them as a consequence.
That's amazing.
It's really pretty cool.
When is the Green Fair?
The Green Fair is June 8th, and I'm so excited to have it get off the ground, 6 p.m.
All right. One more question. Why should people come out, other than maybe some of the reasons you already given us?
People should come out. Well, to begin with, always come to the downtown. It's great to be downtown, but the Mayor's Green Fair is a wonderful time for folks to learn about what's going on in the community with respect to environmentalism and sustainability, learn what their city government is doing, learn what nonprofits are doing and what they can be involved in, and learn what businesses are offering in the area. It's great to be on Main Street. Come on down to the Green Fair when you're done. Go out to dinner, then pop on over to Top of the Park for the opening of that, and you'll have a great time in downtown Ann Arbor.
Yeah, sounds like a great night.
I think so.
For more on this and other programs, visit a2gov.org/watchctn. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time to FYI.